God, thank you. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Young and Leading Conference 2025. Wow, it's been an amazing thing. Planning, preparations, and despite the inconveniences we had, despite the challenges we had, um, we are doing it big. And this is one of the biggest and largest leadership virtual conferences that one of these days you're going to wake up and you're going to say, thank God I was in this conference. And my name is Asaf Emmanuel. I am the convener of Young and Leading Conference 2025. This conference is put together by the Transformative Leaders Network. And we're having an amazing speaker opening up this conference for us. Ladies and gentlemen, the lineup of speakers we have are people who have proven that age is not a benchmark or age is not a barrier to leading. They've proven that you can be young and bold. They've proven that you can be young and you can still lead in this time. So today on the first session, we're having an amazing super lady, Her Excellency, great leader, someone who has shown discipline, diligence, and dedication, someone who has created value systems mostly for the ladies, but also the guys also learn from her too. But she has created this field for the ladies to make ladies understand that despite their age, despite their gender, they can still lead in a male dominated society. So, ladies and gentlemen, tonight on the first opening session of Young and Leading Conference, we are having an amazing speaker, Miss Ibe Bulam Amarachuku, and she is the CEO, founder, president, director, call it whatever, of Ideal Lady Channel. She's called the Ideal Lady. And tonight she's going to be speaking on a very important topic. I mean, while we were packaging this conference, I looked at it and I said, what exactly is one of the targets of this is to reach out to young people despite their gender. And the topic we're looking at tonight is an amazing topic, just to let the ladies know that you can be young, you can be a lady and still lead. So ladies and gentlemen, I welcome onto the floor Miss Ibe Bulama Marachuku as she takes us on a very great, amazing session. You're welcome, ma.
Okay, thank you so much, Emmanuel, for that wonderful introduction. Hi, good evening, everyone joining us on today's live. I'm so happy to be here. The Transformative Leaders. Like you said, my name is Amarachi Ibibule, and I'm the show host at I did the channel YouTube inside the Femme Celebrity Show, a TV presenter, and so many other works you can see on my profile there. And I'm so glad and I'm so happy to be here to talk to ladies on leadership and also be part of this conference today. Firstly, I want to appreciate you, Emmanuel, for finding me worthy to be on your platform to talk to ladies today. It's such a wonderful privilege, and I really do appreciate. I apologize also again on behalf of Emmanuel because of us not being able to bring up our conference yesterday. We are so sorry. It was not intentional, but we make it up to you tonight. Please, we love you to let us know in the comment section where you're joining us from, your name, your location, and where you are joining us from on today's conference, the One Conference. My name is Amarachi, like I said earlier, and I'm joining you from Owerri, Imo State. So when you're joining us, please let us know where you are joining us from, your name, and where you are joining us from. So, Emmanuel, am I free to start off?
The floor is all yours, ma. Um, yes.
Thank you. Thank you. Over the time, we've been told that for a woman to be a leader, she must act like a man, she must be harsh, she must forget about all her feminine energy in order to make sure she is leading a company, she's leading an organization, she's leading a group of people. But I want us to understand in today's conference that it doesn't mean that you are going to be like that. Leadership is not meant for the people who are in tie and suits alone, which are the men. Leadership is meant for everyone, both male and female. That means that even you as a woman, you can lead in heels and in flats. It doesn't matter who you are, it doesn't matter your position, your level. What matters is, do you have those qualities? Do you have this capacity? Can you lead? Do you have a vision? Do you have a dream that the people are going to follow? Now, our topic says leading like a woman. Leading like a lady, sorry. The feminine leadership strengths and qualities that is expected of us in leadership and service as women. There is a mind that I want us to break in order to make sure that we lead as women, in order to make sure that we lead as ladies. That mind is the fact that we've been told that to lead as a woman, you must forget about all your feminine qualities and possess those of a man in order to make sure you lead effectively. That's a wrong mindset. It's very wrong. And I want us to correct it this evening. You can be a woman who is soft, who has all her feminine energy and strength, who is amazing, loving, and kind, and still lead very much well. So you see, you don't have to change yourself from being a feminine woman to being a masculine woman, maybe turning to tomboy, trying to be harsh, possessing characteristics that was not part of you before now, and that's to make sure you lead effectively. You can lead a nation, you can lead an organization, you can lead various firms just like you are with your feminine energy, with your softness as a woman, with your intuition, with all the characteristics you have as a woman, and still lead very much well. That's the mind I want us to break. Now let's talk about some of the things that makes us good leaders as women and what the feminine leadership looks like. And here in my book, I wrote that feminine energy or feminine leadership feminine energy in leadership simply means that you are a woman who listens more than reacting. You listen more before you react. As a woman, you are not expected to be that woman who leads just like the men without listening to people's cries. So without listening to people's fears. If you can see with me, if you can believe with me, I know that most of us here today are Nigerians. And if you check what is happening in the country now, imagine if it's a woman that is leading the country currently, seeing the cries of people, seeing how people are roaming about in the street looking for food, how people are hustling, how people are job hunting, doing all kinds of things to make ends meet. A woman listens. A woman feels emotions. A woman has feelings. She understands what people are feeling. She understands what people are going through. And that's what makes us great leaders. We listen first. We understand. We feel the pains of the people. We feel the passion of the people more than the men. To be honest, that's what's one of the things that makes us great leaders. A man can just come around and just tell the man that I'm feeling sick and I don't think I can be able to come to work today. He may not understand what that means. He understands he's wired in a way that says that as a person, when you are feeling sick, you just have to cover up, come, show up and do the things you have to do. But as a woman, you understand that sometimes all we need is that particular rest, that particular time. It may not just be a whole lot of 1 week break, but just a day to regain your strength again, come back to work, and continue from where you stopped. I've heard stories of a particular doctor that died last year. Why did that doctor die? Because he was on duty and he needed to go home for treatment. He needed to go and rest. He had been stressed out for so long. He needed to go and rest. A medical doctor. Nobody gave him the permission to go. And guess what happened? He died while still working. As a woman, you should learn to listen to people cries. When people are talking to you, when people are telling you what they are passing through, you should be able to understand. You should be able to relate. Imagine if she's a woman that is leading in that company, sorry, leading that hospital, and you are the HR of that hospital, and you hear that the hospital a doctor who is treating patient is sick, is stressed out, and he wants to rest. You said no to it. Why? Why would you do that kind of thing? Doesn't make sense. What makes you a great leader as a woman is your ability to listen and understand what people are going through at every point in time. Give them the break they need and continue from where you stopped. The next thing is your ability to build community, your ability to bring people together. Not every person, not everyone has that ability, but we believe that women has that great ability to bring people together. Many of us women are mothers, except for the Reverend sisters. Even the Reverend sisters, they still have those qualities in them. They still have those qualities in them that makes it possible for them to, bring people together, bring young children together, bring adults together, and tell them the way things should be done. Don't be a woman who just come into an office, just say a word, command people, and people are just doing things just like that. We know people bringing people together to work in unity. As a woman, you should be able to have this quality in your leadership as a leader. Be able to be a woman who can build a community, who can bring people together. Even if there is no unity in that place, you should be able to find great peace, harmony in that particular organization or environment you find yourself leading. Another quality I want us women to also have in leadership is your ability to nurture and birth a dream. Just like women who are mothers and intending mothers, we have a very strong connection with our unborn child in our womb. And that is another thing that you should also bring up and bring into your leadership as a woman. A woman feels what in her womb is going through, even without seeing that child. She knows when the child is kicking, she understands every other movement in the womb. And the ability of a woman to be able to carry a child for 9 months and bear that child is another thing that is expected of you in leadership. Do you have a dream? Do you have a goal? Do you have a vision you want to bet as a leader, as a woman leader? Or are you just in there to go and show people that you can lead or you want to be leader after the name leader? As a woman, you should be able to have a dream that you can nurture and bear that dream when you are leading. If you can be able to carry a child for 9 months and give birth to that child, you should be able to also nurture a dream and bet it in your leadership, in your organizations. Remember the qualities I mentioned earlier? You must be a woman who listens before answering or before saying anything. Listen first. Don't be so quick to talk. Don't be so quick to judge people without listening and understanding. You should be a woman who builds community, who can bring people together, who can be able to, even when there's no peace, you can be able to create peace, unity, and harmony in that place. Be that woman leader who can be able to birth ideas, who can be able to nurture ideas, who can be able to listen to people. Remember that as a woman leader, you shouldn't be that woman who just leads on all her own ideas alone. She'll be able to allow people to also add in their views. Don't be that harsh woman that when people see you coming to a company as a harsh, everybody's on the run. Hey, she's coming in, oh, the Lion King, the Lion Queen, she's here. Don't be that. It does not make you a feminine leader. What makes you a good leader as a woman is your ability to create harmony where people are. It's your ability to make peace. The ability to when you're coming and people are seeing you as mother, as the mother figure in the company, in the firm, in the organization where you are leading. It's not when no one people see you, they're running heka skater. Ah, she's here. Oh." Don't do that. Use your feminine energy very well in leadership. And one way you can do this is by understanding, is by leading with unity, by leading with love, by listening to people first, understanding their pains before accusing them, before judging them. Don't just speak without hearing from people, and give people room to also air in their views, because what they are saying, it could be something that will be very, very beneficial to your leadership. And if you say no to that, you you have yourself to blame in future. Now let's look at excuse me. Let's look at some of the things and the invisible characteristics of feminine leadership that most people have overlooked, or some people have outgrown them because of conditions, because of pains, because of heartbreaks, because of betrayals, and so many of them. People tend to go through some series of stages in life, some series of circumstances, some series of hurts, and it will make them sometimes forget about the qualities they have been known for. If you watch that movie that was trending earlier this year, so that movie was Love in Every Word. Yeah, if I'm not mistaken. Love in Every Word. You understand that you all loved how what's her name again? Bam Bam, yes, Bam Bam was acting. It was like, oh God, this woman is soft. She's so kind. I love her energy. She's just so, she does not even shout when she's angry. Hello. Yeah, she does not shout, but you, small thing, they will just say like this, you have started sparking. Like all the whole place, like the whole place will boil in with fire. Hello. And this is how you want to be your Bam Bam. This is how you want to be soft billionaire woman, soft CEO lady, soft woman that the man will not be treating you like a queen. Keep playing, my dear. You playing. I pity you because you don't know what you are doing. You're not ready. You don't have the feminine characteristics, so you cannot be that woman that they'll be to give you that kind of treatment. You see, Bama was able to get the attention of Uzo because of the way she acts. Even when she's angry, she's soft. Even when she's speaking, when she's saying something, she speaks to your heart. She speaks to your soul. You don't even have any option to accept what she's saying. Even if you remember when she was shouting, when she was trying to caution that her HR that was giving her so much work, she was still talking, and you can see the softness in her, even as she is speaking to that woman. You can see those feminine characteristics in her. She's speaking with those her feminine energy, which makes her an exceptional leader, an exceptional woman that every man wants to be with. Your feminine energy doesn't make you weak. I know people will tell you that you're being a soft girl, they will use you, they will dump you. You cannot do anything with this your soft life, with this you're being kind, you're being caring, you're a soft girl, showing those feminine characteristics. That's if people are going to ride on you. It's a lie. It just depends on how you use it. You can still be a soft girl, can still be very kind, very caring, and people will not use you like they say. It's not a weakness. Instead, it's your strength. You should be able to use your various strengths, your various feminine energy strength to lead effectively well, to do well as a woman. If your own strength is in speaking in a very cool, calm tone, then use it. When the office is heating up, come with your very calm, cool voice and talk to the people. When the HR is shouting on top of her voice, on top of his voice, it'd be like, I think we should do it this way. We should rather do it this way, calmly. Imagine when everyone is boiling in an office, and you, as the woman with your feminine energy, which is your soft voice, you come into the room and be like, Ma, I think we should do it this way. Everybody just turn around and turn their table and be looking at, oh, who is saying that thing? With that very soft voice. You calm the whole situation down with your very lovely voice. But when you throw those voice away, when you throw those feminine energy, those feminine characteristics that makes you away, and become a very harsh woman who behaves so weird, what do people see you as? You'll not be able to do things right. When they now need those feminine energy, those feminine strengths in you, you will not be able to find it. People will not be able to see it. You will not be able to utilize it very well. So please, I beg us women, don't throw your feminine energy, your feminine characteristics away because you want to be a great leader. You can also use it in leadership. You can also use it. So I want us to list, I'm going to be listing some of those feminine characteristics we need in leadership, which some of us might have forgotten, or because of things, because of what the world has been saying about feminine leadership, you might have thrown them away. One is your identity. Own your identity. Are you fair in complexion? Are you a slim lady? Are you dark? Are you chubby? Do you speak softly? Are you a stammerer? Whatever, are you a kind-hearted woman? Are you that woman whose own strength lies about people, that you care so much about people? Is that where your own strength is? Or are you a very kind-hearted woman? You can use your strength, you can own your identity and use it in your various capacity. Don't throw any of your identities away because you want to lead. Another thing is trusting your intuition. This is a characteristic that is mostly and mainly seen in women. Our intuition works so perfectly well, especially when you have God by your side. If you have God by your side and if you listen to God always, you will know that your intuition as a woman is perfect, is good, and you should be also be able to discern when it's right and when it's wrong. Your intuition is your compass. It directs your movement, it directs what you do, it directs what you say and how you see things. I'm also bringing out something here, which I know we can also relate. Do you know that as a woman, do you know when a man is interested in you, even without the man saying a word? Every woman can relate to this, except you don't have your intuition working well with you. This is the same thing you do in leadership. You should be able to know as a woman in a company when the person who is bringing the contract is lying. You can read it if your intuition is working perfectly well. You will know when the person is lying or forming sickness, even when the person is feeling all right. Your intuition will be able to help you do that. When your mind is telling you, listen, listen, this man is lying, this man is lying, don't listen to whatever this man is saying, and you are busy trying to overlook that particular way of talking to you, that is your intuition you're overlooking, and you're going to end up making mistakes and falling a victim of such if you don't listen attentively, if you don't adhere to instructions, if you don't listen to what your intuition is telling you at that particular point in time. So as a woman should be able to listen to her intuition. Your intuition is your compass. Use it wisely. Next thing is always learn to collaborate with people. Women, we are great collaborators. Have you seen where a woman finds other women? The next thing we see is, hi girls, girl, have fun now, all these things. We collaborate very well. I was camping in Akwa Ibom and I stepped into a room of over 30 ladies. Throughout my stay in camp, we never had any issue. We all collaborated as sisters. When women collaborate, they bring all their energy, they lead with all their strength, they do everything all in union. Don't forget that part of you. I know they say um, two women cannot live together for years without having issues. It's a mindset. You can be roommate with someone for years without having any issue. Just all understanding. It takes understanding, it takes tolerance, it takes love to be roommates, to be friends without quarrel. My friend will tell me sometimes, my best friend, she will tell me something. Every month, once in a while, she just asks me, Amarachi, is there anything I've done to you this month that you don't like? I'll be like, girl, why are you asking me that kind of question? She said she just trying to keep us accountable to each other. Is there a way she's treating me that I don't like. It's just something she has said that I don't like the way she said it. That I want her to correct in case of the future. And I'll be like, maybe I don't like the way you spoke to me. So time. I think you should use more kind word when you want to talk to me about this. You see, we correct ourselves with love. We understand ourselves. This is one of the things you do when you're collaborating with people. Let them be open to tell you what they are passing through, what is in their mind, what is it that they want you to do better in, what is that word they don't want you to be saying again, what is that way they want you to be talking to them. Some people don't, some people like it when you talk to them softly. Some people like it when you talk to them harshly. That's no, that's the only time they will listen to you. That's the only thing their ear will hear word is when you talk harshly. But that doesn't mean I always speak to people harshly, no. But you understand it's only used for every person. Another quality I want us to also bring up again is, as a woman, you should be able to have that your feminine strength in talking and speaking tenderly. Speak with tender and fire. Be graceful and also be audacious. You know, most of the time when you allow your feminine energy to take over, yes, it takes over you. You are doing well in that. But at times, you should be able to speak with fire. Yes. When you say a word, stand by it. Let your no be your no, your yes be your yes. And when you are saying those your no, let people see it in your facial expression. It's not you are saying no and you're laughing like Isha Zokoroko. Is that how you say your no? No, now. People won't take you serious because they'll be like, "Ah, this one is saying no like this, and you're laughing. Which one? Which one are we going to now take? No, now. When you want to say no, say it. Mean me. Let it be written over you. It's not because I'm actually saying that you should be graceful, you should be soft. Yeah, I said that, of course. Yeah. When I mean business, I mean business. I can be very kind, very lovely, very calm talking to you, soft. But when I mean business, you will see written over me. Not even someone that will tell you that, this girl has changed. Oh, this girl mean business. So respect yourself. Great, strong boundaries. Because I see this is one of the things, one of the reasons why people don't take you serious or take you serious as a woman is because you don't create strong boundaries. When you create some boundaries between for your male friend, for your female friend, for people you are leading, they know that when mama is talking, is having that community conversation with them, everybody gisting with mama. Mama, this is this, mama, this is that. And when mama means business, they know that mama means business. She's not joking this time around. But because you have not been able to create that boundary, they will not know when you are serious, know when you are joking. And sometimes when you are very serious, they'll be laughing at you. And sometimes act in a way you do not wish to act, which you might even regret. People now start seeing you as someone that is very wicked. No. They are not just managing it well. With fire, that people will know that yes, she means business. She's in for business. She's saying this now. She means it. This is not a joking time. She's serious. It's not a time of being soft. There's a time for being soft. There's a time for meaning business. It's not when you have contracts that you're supposed to, a deal is supposed to close, a contract is supposed to close. Just being soft, talking to the manager or the person you are having the conversation with softly, it's not going to mean anything. Use the feminine strength, know when to bring up that fire in you to mean the business, that people respect you and respect your decisions. And remember, your boundaries are very, very important in leadership. If you build good boundaries, people are going to respect you. People are going to know when you mean business and when you are joking. When you don't do this, people will not take you serious. And that's when they'll start saying she's a woman, she cannot do anything. A woman can, she can be a woman, she can do something. Don't joke with women who know their rights, who knows what it takes, who knows what they are doing, who knows the business, who knows the game very well. They can get you arrested, they can get you jailed, they can send you to court and still win the case because she knows her right, she knows what the hell what she's doing. But when you are just being soft unnecessarily, when you're supposed to be speaking up for the people you are leading, for your rights, stand on your ground, just being soft, people are not going to take it serious. And they're going to just so step on you that you're going to be like, God, is this what I signed up as a leader? Is this what I signed up as a woman who is leading? It's very wrong. And I want us women to correct that starting from today. Lead well, use your feminine strength, and know when to set in your boundaries. Know when to say no, when to say yes, and when to differentiate things. As a woman, remember, like I always say, you can be a woman and you can lead with your feminine strength. You can lead with your feminine energy. You can lead with all your feminine characteristics. You don't have to be a woman. You don't have to be a man or to change or cut yourself into pieces to just to become part of the system before you can lead. You can actually be a woman to go in leadership, step into the game as a leader to change things, to make impact, to change the narrative, to change how things are being done, to show that there is a difference between when a woman is leading and when a man is leading. That is what I want us leaders as women to do, as a lady to do, as a girl child to do. Don't be a woman who leads the same way the previous leaders have been leading. Be a woman who step into the leadership position to make impact, to make changes, not APC change. I mean real change that people are going to respect and people are going to remember forever. I believe with these few points of mind, I've been able to convince you and not to confuse you. As a woman, you can lead with all your characteristics intact, not missing anyone, but with all intact and still make a great leader. Thank you very much for having me. You may not ask your questions if you have any questions for me.
Wow, wow, this is super amazing. This is like a master class. Thank you so much. Oh my God, a lot of values have gone down this night. Um, you know, I was thinking something in my mind, and somebody will be saying, "Is there need for me to write?" I wrote. Oh, I hope you wrote. Me, I wrote something. Somebody will not say, "You're not a lady." I wrote. Ha. Okay. Oh. For those of you that did not write, you're on your own. So thank you so much. The session was amazing. A whole lot of things. I mean, I didn't even know these abilities you are talking about. He said a lady, you need to have the ability to listen to people's cries, the ability to build a community, the ability to nurture and birth a dream. This is amazing. There was a statement you made. I think I'm going to tag that as your quote, one of your quotes. You said your intuition is your compass. Your intuition is your compass. This is amazing. This is amazing. Those of you who are just joining us, this is Young and Leading Conference 2025, and we just had an amazing session with our first speaker, Miss Ibebula Mamarachi. Now, I have a question. Um, sorry, a set of questions actually that I'm going to ask, and I would want you to answer these questions because one of the very things that in our society is rampant is a lot of people believe that young ladies cannot lead. All right, you come to that point because it's a male-dominated society, and people are beginning to ask, how possible is it that ladies can actually lead? Now, I want to ask this question: how were you able to overcome the stereotype mentality that ladies cannot lead as much as the men? Now, don't get me wrong, ladies can lead well, but there's this thing society has, tagged it that for you to, it's only guys or it's only men that know how to lead well. So, as a leading lady right now, because you're a leading lady right now, how are you able to overcome that stereotype? How are you able to cross that line to come to that point of not just leading in your small world, but your impact is being felt? I know a lot of people who, when they saw you on the flyer of the event, they were like, "Wow, it's amazing to come and listen to a lady like this." And apart from the fact that I know you personally, but from your works, you're really doing well as a young leading lady. So how are you able to overcome this stereotype that ladies do not make better leaders like the men?
Okay, firstly, when I was starting up in this leadership thing, the first thing I was able to the first thing that I started with was my mindset. Shifting my mindset from that woman, that young girl that people see that she cannot lead. I first of all worked on my mindset. I was able to shift my mindset from not looking down on myself, trying to, you know, cut short of my qualities as a woman, that I can't lead because it's a dominated environment, field, career, like in the media industries, men, 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 men. No, I told myself that you can actually do this. But first, my mindset has to change. I changed my mindset. Then I know that for me to compete in leadership with the men, I have to go and learn. I have to build my qualities. I have to know what it takes. I have to have the ideas, the dreams, like I said, nurture it before moving out. You don't just go and say, okay, I've changed my mindset, I'm a woman, I can as well lead. But when they ask you to come and lead as a woman, you don't even know how to start. You don't even know where to start. You don't even know what to say. You don't even know how to address the people you are leading. Then what makes you a woman leader? Then what now makes you that woman that people in the world, the male can see and say that yes, she can lead. That means that you are still in that circle of women who are being seen as women who cannot lead in a society because you don't have those qualities, because you are not trained, because you don't have the capacity to do it. So to avoid being in that stereotype, to avoid being part of those people who are being tagged as women who can't lead, you must change your mindset. You must go and build cool leadership qualities that is going to make you lead effectively well in whatever position you have found yourself. Yeah, that's how it's done.
Okay, now that's amazing. And you mentioned something. You said not just changing your mindset, but go to learn, learn, build qualities, nurture them. Now, let me ask this very important question. A whole lot of persons say sometimes learning these stuffs about leadership is expensive. Now, don't get me wrong. I know we have YouTube, we have a lot of platforms to learn. But some people will now tell you that to become a great leader, you have to be in a particular gathering of people, you have to be among a set of persons to be able to learn those traits and learn those characters. Now, having known this, that a lot of people tag this leadership training, they tag it only to maybe conferences or to a specific gathering. What are some of the places that practically we can get to build these qualities of leadership as a lady? Well, what are the kind of places or the kind of environment you believe that these are the first set of places? You don't really need to be in a conference hall. You don't need to be among a particular gathering. You can start from so place. This is a place to start building these leadership traits. What are those places, and how can a lady um, or everyone listening begin to build and cultivate these leadership qualities?
From my own experience, I'll say it's from the church. I started my leadership from the church. I've led as a lectors president for over 8 years plus. I still did it when I was still in secondary school. Yeah, and my church. And yeah, and even till now, they still call me Presto. They still call me Presto. That doesn't mean that I'm the most perfect president or that I was the president that, how do I put it? I was the only president that they ever had as electors. No. But most of the ex-presidents, they cannot still call them Presto till now. But me, even the youngest person who is joining Lectors Forum in my church today, when I come back home, they'll still come see Presido. I'm not asking them, where your present president, why people not calling him Presido? He said they call her Presido, but because of the leadership impact I've made in the church and what I've learned from my grandmothers and grandmas who were the previous leaders there, it helped me a lot. Another thing is also reading the word of God. God has a way of speaking to us. We have women in the Bible who have led very well. Somebody like Deborah in the Bible, who was a joy and also a great mother to the Israelites, could be an example to you. She could motivate you. Of course, she should motivate you because she's a woman of God. When you look at her life, you will see that you, as a young lady in this present time, can as well do better. You can learn from that. Another place you can also learn from is from your friends. The circle of friends you have, you also determine what you're going to learn from them. I was able to have good friends who are also passionate about leadership, both male and female. And thanks to God that the male friends I had were not those type of male friends who look down on women. Because one thing that will kill you easily as a person is when you have friends who talk down on you. When you are surrounded with community who do not see the great qualities in you, who always speak down on you, who always talk down on you, who always tell you that the ideas are not worth it. When you are surrounded with people who knows what it takes, who understands you, who respects your decisions, who respects you, who understands what your vision is, who also helps you, motivates you in that, it helps you to do even more better. Then conferences, webinars, live shows, and live conferences like this one. When I was starting up, I started up with almost free conferences, and I enjoyed it. I never looked down on any free conference or free ticket I got while I was coming up. I attended any event from TEDx to normal leadership conference to women conference to media events, just name it. I was always willing to learn, and I was always finding myself in places and circles where I can also learn. And with my friends, like I always say, they were able to also link me up with platforms where TFM. I'm a proud daughter of the TFM Media Network, Female Media Network TFM, and have taught me a lot right from the olden times. Another thing is for also you reading good books. Good books helps you. Magazines like this. It's a magazine I also always recommend for people. If you have time, read Success Magazine. I think they're also on Facebook on the website Success Magazine, www.success.com. The magazine is very wonderful. One of the things that helped me when I was starting up. And I encourage every other person to go read good magazines, read good books, watch YouTube videos. Don't exclude that one, it's very important. It's free for everybody, you can get it. There are YouTube videos that will help you. YouTube live conferences like this one we are watching now. If you have time, don't miss Syncation. Syncation happens every year, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, Syncation happens every year. Don't miss Syncation. If you enjoy Syncation, trust me, it's going to do a lot of things in your leadership mindset and it's going to help you a lot. If you know Bon King, that's the founder. It's an annual conference. Don't miss it. Follow good people online. It's not everybody that you must follow online. And know the people who are your role models, who are the kind of leaders you want to become. read their books, because it also helps you to know the right path to follow, to know how to follow, to know how to walk into the leadership you are aiming for. Sorry. Example: I'm a woman who admires um Oprah Winfrey so much. She is my role model. I adore her. And what I do is I follow her channel on YouTube. I also follow her book club, yes, on Facebook. I also take my time to read her books online, to buy her books. That helps me to shape my career journey in the media industry, and also help me to become a better leader wherever I find myself. So these things have been things that have been helping me so far, and I encourage every other person to do the same. Yeah.
Wow, that's amazing. That's amazing. Please, everyone who is watching and listening to this, take into detail all she has said. You have to reorient and change your mindset. That's the first thing. You know, when when I was when the conference started earlier, I was saying something about the stereotype that women do not make better leaders like the men, but she has actually said a whole lot. And honestly, I don't think any lady who is listening should tell herself that she cannot lead. Um, please hold on a little bit. Can you still hear me, Ma?
Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah.
Okay, okay, welcome back. She has said a lot of things. Changing your mindset, learn. This is very important. YouTube is the biggest university ever. You don't have
Sure.
to pay admission fee, you don't have to write an exam. You have literally every course. Now, for those of us who have gotten addicted to ChatGPT, students who have gotten addicted to it, who don't know what to do with ChatGPT, instead of keep asking it doing assignment for me, you can actually go to ChatGPT, ask it very good questions about leadership. What kind of books do I read? What kind of videos should I watch? It can recommend it for you. Your circle of friends matters. Okay, oh, I don't know what else to say about that area. But if you have friends who look down on you as a lady, telling you you cannot lead, I want to tell you something. Go and buy yourself a canvas and wear it and run away from such friends. Now, there's something I
Exactly.
wrote here. I said, read, 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 oh, Biko. She has recommended magazines. There's a whole lot. If we keep talking about materials on leadership, we want to break this thinking that you must be in a certain room, you must be among certain persons. Take for example, I was having that kind of mindset before, when I was watching some leaders who are now popular without reading their backstory, how they started. I was thinking, okay, by the time I go to take for example one of my leadership mentors, Dr. Linus Okorie, I was like, until I sit in Dr. Linus conference, I will now know, yes, that I'm finally becoming a leader. Okay. Shockingly, my first leadership conference, what I was waiting for to be in a leadership conference, was actually virtual. It was a virtual conference, and from there I started building. So you don't necessarily need to wait till you are in that room. Moreover, what takes you into such rooms is the value and qualities you have built as a leader. Because if you check well, people in those kind of rooms are people who have built a very solid leadership foundation. So there's a whole lot to learn. If we say, let us run this summit from now till 12 p.m., 12 a.m., that's a whole lot to learn. There's a whole lot to learn. Thank you so much, Ma. You have really, really done justice to this topic. Leading like a lady. Hmm. Some ladies are actually men. Yes, I know some to me, but there's no problem. But when we talk about ladies being men, it's ladies who display the masculine abilities. But irrespective of that, trying to take charge and trying to lead does not take away the fact that there are still those characteristics, those qualities as a lady you should still show forth, like the ability to listen to people, the ability to build a community, It's even surprising that ladies build communities more than the guys. Yes, like take for example, you if you've noticed when people want to advertise certain products, why do they use ladies?
Thank God
These
we
are
know.
you guys are creators that have um, you guys have this ability that God has given you, but so many people don't want to use it. But right now, I
Yeah.
believe that every lady listening to this will be able to build up that leadership skills. We hope to have more ladies occupying strong career positions in society, strong leadership positions. So many countries are now having ladies as one day I look forward to the day when we would swear in someone as president and would say, Your Excellency, Mrs. Nobody will die. Want to one day wake up to that. So, ladies, take charge in your small group, in your small church, even in your class. Maybe you're a course rep or you're a faculty president as a lady. These are the opportunities for you to lead well. So thank you very much, Ma, for doing justice to this topic. It's been an amazing first session of the Young and Leading Conference 2025. It seems it was very intentional to start this conference like this. Yes, it was very intentional because I wanted to, from the onset, break that barrier that, apart from the fact that some ladies now are beginning to take charge, most times you go to from some conferences, you see that the things they talk about are values that are general for everybody, and then the ladies are feeling like young and young as lady. Thank you so much, Miss Amarachi, for joining us on the first session of the conference. We are grateful. Thank you so much. My apologies again, despite all the circumstances, we were able to make this happen. Thank you so much. Joining us all the way from Owerri in Imo State. Wow. Sorry, did I say Owerri?
Yes, yes, it's aware.
Okay.
Yeah, no
Oh
longer
my
there.
God, my spirit is connecting. Yeah. Okay, thank you so much. Despite your schedule, you still, accepted to speak in the conference. Thank you so much, man. We are grateful. And ladies and gentlemen, this is where we call it a wrap on the first session of Young and Leading Conference 2025. The second session will be coming up by 8 p.m. when we'll have another amazing leader in the house to dish out value. Thank you so much for joining us. And thank you, Ma, for doing justice to this topic. I'll see you guys later on the second session of the conference. Thank you, and God bless you.
Amen. And you too. Bye.